Every Friday morning, we're joined by the Target 12 investigators for a closer look at the stories they're working on. And this week, something a little different. We're taking a closer look at why Rhode Island is the only state in the country where this Monday is a legal holiday, Victory Day. And for more, I'm joined by 12 News politics editor Ted Nesi, who has become something of an expert on the history of Victory Day. So Ted, every year as we approach the second Monday in August, our newsroom starts getting questions from people asking, why is it a holiday on Monday in Rhode Island?
Well, and it all dates back, Kate, to 80 years ago this month when Japan surrendered and World War II finally came to an end, sparking huge celebrations, including these famous images you see from Times Square in New York City. The war had had a huge effect on Rhode Island, so 3 years later, state lawmakers passed a bill establishing Victory Day as a legal holiday to commemorate the end of the war and the lives lost fighting Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. And while there have been efforts over the years to rename the holiday or eliminate it, it does remain on the books today, including coming up on Monday.
And ahead of Victory Day, we've been going back into the WPRI 12 archives, and here's a look at how we covered the holiday back in 1983.
The boys who didn't make it were remembered this morning in Bristol. A small ceremony attended mostly by older men.
It's a very important day, and as we're not, as far as the Japanese, they're our allies. The West Germans are our allies. This is not a day to remind people that we have conquered the Japanese or the Germans.
Memories of the end of World War II were dormant for most people today. It was a day to take the family to the beach, to have a good time in the sun. A Monday holiday not observed in the rest of the country.
Really fascinating. Ted, there are a couple myths about Victory Day that a lot of people believe.
Yes, Kate. One that I hear a lot is that the holiday's name was changed at some point, and many Rhode Islanders did refer to it as VJ Day, which was short for Victory over Japan, since Japan surrendered second after Germany during the war. But the holiday was always officially Victory Day in the statute books, all the way back to 1948. The other big myth is that it used to be a national holiday, but that was never the case. The only other state that had a version of Victory Day was Arkansas, and they got rid of it in 1975.
Interesting. And Ted, as you mentioned earlier, efforts to change the holiday continue to this day.
Yep, state lawmakers considered a bill earlier this year that would have renamed the holiday Peace and Remembrance Day, but it didn't advance out of committee. Some critics argue the holiday is insensitive because of the devastation that Japan suffered when the atomic bombs were dropped, but defenders counter that it's not about that. It's really a way to remember the sacrifices that all Americans made to defeat the Axis powers during the war.
Wow, so that debate will likely continue in the years to come. 12 News politics editor Ted Nesi, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.